Wait 1 second, making sure I'm recording. I should be recording now. Okay, hello and welcome back to Half-Life 2. Hopefully you are all doing okay today and staying safe. Half-Life 2, almost 3 years later since the original series had to be done. So we're continuing where we last left off. That being, we have just... yes. We've just fought our way through the rebellion town, fought a bunch of striders, and now we are getting closer to the Citadel. We're currently in our benefactors. Let me double check I'm recording. So we are getting closer and closer to the end of the game, I tell you. So I dread when we have to play episode 1. I would say episode 1 when we go and play that in the future. Not the now, not for a while, I tell you. But when we go and play episode 1, I'm going to be very dreading it, and the reason is I find episode 1 probably the hardest episode due to not the ending, but due to what was it? What was it again? Yes, the antlion area. There's an antlion area that is very difficult. I tell you, very, very difficult. The antlion bit is you have to face one of the guardian antlions, and I really hate that area because you had to crawl through so many different tunnels. But we'll get to that in the future. Let's see. I don't know when the anniversary for that those episode 1 and episode 2 will be, but it was only it was the start of the year that I actually finally finished the last mission. I decided, you know what, I'm gonna download episode 2 and I'm just gonna, do the last mission. And it turns out, playing it on the easy mode actually made it a little bit easier because I was playing it, a little bit on, I think it was average difficulty. And it was terrible. Like, it's a bit that would stay in my memory forever as one of the hardest, bits that you don't really see in games today, but I would say it's really hard. Episode 2's bit, bit at the very end. For the final bit of the game before playing Half-Life Alyx. I don't think we'll ever play Half-Life Alyx as it's a VR game. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe one day someone will make a... Maybe someday someone will make a, port for it to be, played, on PC like this. Because I feel like I could not play it in VR. I'd be too afraid. Plus I just don't have the room to set up a VR. How's it going? Yeah, I went in the wrong one there, I'm pretty sure. For being the Citadel, it's so easy just to walk right in. Okay, we got in there fast enough that we were able to avoid it. Ah, poof. Keep our heads down. I feel bad for anyone that's in here, they're just getting their head wiggled back and forward, There's no tomorrow. Oh, it's very bright. Ah! It's like a flashbang. Like a flashbang. Oh, it's so bright. I feel like they just wanted to cut the area so it's not that long. I feel like if they did this today, if they did it today, the game would be a lot more less cuts and loading scene everywhere. Because this was 2004, For such a big and beautiful game, you had to cut some limits. Just like in Fallout New Vegas, it was supposed to be a lot more open, but they had to chop it down into smaller areas due to problems with loading everything. Let's see. So stuff like that, feel like, if we did it today, it would be a lot more smoother. A lot more one full shot. Just like my recording style that I do. I like to record in one full shot. You know, sometimes I don't even know how these rails work. I feel if we did it today, these things would be a little bit more thicker. Because I feel like these would not, you know, be great for carrying anything. This would be, you know, bending due to how much, you know. What did they do with, you know, people that are, you know, have, you know, high weight? What did they do with them? I guess it would just probably kill them all. Or, you know, they would probably starve by now due to the food shortages, but still, how would you shove one of them in this? I guess they might have had a bigger version of it. Could have. You know, this area kind of reminds me of that one area in the Matrix, if you know what I mean. A lot of troops moving around. You know, I feel like Freeman would have had his hands just hanging out, just in case needed. This is where they build their gunships. There's a huge gunship right there. No wonder they don't deploy those. Get blown up too expensive. Just like a Tiger tank, I tell you. Those were expensive to make. That's why there weren't many of them during the war. But due to reports that were very false a lot of the time, there seemed to be Tigers everywhere in World War II. But no, it was just Panzer IVs that looked like Tigers, but not Tigers. Just a little bit of a fact there for you as well. We're, you know, moving through this big building. Cool. I feel like if we did, I do want to say something. I feel like if we did, what do you call it? Oh, I had such a good thing there to talk about, and then it just went out my head. Wait 1 second while I try and think, what was it I was going to say? The fall just made me, you know, lose what I was thinking about, I tell you. But it's such a good thing that I wanted to talk about that, let's see. Oh, it was so important that I needed to tell you. Why does it always go out at, you know, the worst times, I tell you?
Security alert. Unregistered weapons detected. Confiscation field engaged.
No, not my weapons! My pistol that I've had since the very early start of the game, no! Not the crowbar! That's the best crowbar in the world! That was the crowbar since the start of the game. Oh, I'm so sad now that we lost the crowbar. I didn't know they got, you know, annihilated. How in Half-Life Alyx at the end does he have the crowbar then? That doesn't make sense. I guess it might be in a different crowbar. Looks the same, feels the same, not the same crowbar though. Let's see. I'm really, you know, still, you know, thinking about what was that thing that I was going to talk about. Ah, yes. For like Half-Life 2 and games going forward after Half-Life 2, we're going to start doing some streams of them, I tell you. So, we'll be streaming like an episode or, you know, something of the series, and then having, you know, normal recorded video episodes, and then a stream episode, and then continuing onwards. And they'll all be, you know, uploaded to YouTube, obviously. But that'll be what we do going forward. Plus, I have a very good idea of what I want to do next time after this game. What I want to do after this game.
I wish I could say this was a pleasant surprise, but it's neither a surprise nor, as you will surely agree, very pleasant. Well, I am nothing if not pragmatic.
You know, for being... Hey wait, did they cut that? I don't know if they did cut it. But, I think it might have been Half-Life 2 Beta. Was it Half-Life 2 Beta? I don't know. I cannot remember where it was, but the administrator gets turned into one of the big blobby, you know, things that kind of look like a mantine? Mantine? You know the animal that I'm talking about, the big, you know, blobby looking thing, I tell you. These things work better than the ones outside. Then the glass just breaks beneath us. Wow. Who knew that the thing that would save us would be the glass breaking underneath because we didn't keep it maintained. Hey, play ball! You're supposed to catch the ball!
Well, Dr.
Freeman,
under other circumstances, I'd like to think we might have been able to work together in an atmosphere of mutual trust and respect. Certainly, judging from your brief tenure at Black Mesa while I was its administrator, you showed every promise of becoming a valuable and productive contributor to the scientific process. And yet, I'm not sure what spurred you to it. But there is really no place in this enterprise for a rogue physicist.
He called me a rogue physicist. But the thing is, you know, if a rogue physicist could do all of this damage, then wouldn't you want them on your side? Or at least try and, you know, shift the blame onto someone else and try and get them on your side? Like, by that point, you know, you would want to be changing side, you know, if Gordon Freeman was coming after you. Now, if Morgan Freeman was coming after you, you know, you would be running for your life. You get frozen in your tracks due to his silky voice. Sorry, I'm just joking. Lasers are powerful. Hey, ball! Oh, I almost got a strike. Almost got a strike. Kapow! Kapow! Like that. How many balls can you throw? I love this thing. I really want more of them. Come on. Sorry about burping there. Lemonade makes me burp it. I got your food. No, I'm just cleaning off after them, man. I really wanted that achievement. Bing bong. Can't do anything with that.
Your mentors are partly to blame, of course. My disappointment in Eli Vance and Isaac Kleiner is far greater than my sorrow over your unfortunate choice of career path. In a way, I suppose you could not have done otherwise. Who knows what seeds of iconoclasm they planted when you were young and gullible. But while they certainly share a great part of the responsibility for the recent troubles, it is...
You know, it's like, you know, they think a human being is shaped by everything in their path.
For humanity's future.
Sometimes, you know, that's shaped by... So I got the achievement there. more. Yes. Come to me. Stop that one. Oh, disintegrate 15 soldiers by throwing them into a combined battlefield. Maybe I can get 20. That would be 16, 17, 18. Yeah, 18. If it was, yeah. Holy moly. I just go, ooh. No, I don't want to touch that. Ooh. They tried to hurt me. You know, it's funny that I'm getting achievements for this game, you know, 7, 8, 9 years after I'd gotten it. Yes, it's been 9 years since I got the Half-Life 2. Back in like 2014. The reason I know that is because it was March of 2014 that I finally got to play TF2 for the first time. It's weird to think that the laptop that I originally played was for my birthday. It was a great laptop. It was terrible, but it did the job for playing games sometimes. Sometimes, I tell you, sometimes. I played Garry's Mod, TF2, Barry all the time back in the day. Great time, I tell you. How's it going? You could get away. Probably get achievement for dragging him through the laser. No, could have been killed off. Join me, my friend. Join me. It's Poland time.
Tell me, Dr. Freeman, if you can. You have destroyed so much. What is it exactly that you have created? Can you name even one thing? I thought not.
Gravity gun, maybe. Oh, I helped create a cascade that caused toastie. Yo, look at me! Bang! 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 Onwards, I tell you, onwards.
I have laid the foundation for humanity's survival.
Hey, saying something? I don't really care. Laid something for the humanity. almost died. Well.
Look, Gordon. Look at what you are throwing away. Is it worth it?
Yes. Freedom is worth it. Freedom of expression. Freedom of who you want to be. Unless, you know, it's very bad, then no. I guess I'm supposed to get in this. Not that one, next one. Okay. Onwards, I tell you. We fight for freedom for all. I have a question. Where does Half-Life 2 even take place? Is it America? I guess the original game did take place in Mexico or something. Well, not Mexico, but you know where I went. Up we go. They see me rising to the heavens. They see me rising to the heavens. Here goes nothing. Oh, hello there, skinny bones. I remember you could break this back in the day by getting off of this in Gmod. Not in this game, but in Gmod. You could get off of this at this point, and it's so funny. I love playing a Gmod version, I tell you. Great fun. I wonder if you can play through the entire Half-Life 2 in Gmod. That would be something that we may have to try one day. Can I laser all the Combine in 20 seconds? Taking forever, huh? So you had fancy elevators. It went fast. Guess not. Dark energy. Now we're in the dark energy zone. Yeah, how's it going?
I'll take him from here. Don't struggle. It's no use. Until you're where he wants you, there's nothing you can do. I'm sorry,
right where I want
Gordon.
him. You think this got hold of me? I got deal of G-Man.
Gas giants.
Yes,
Inhabited
gas
by
man.
vast
He gassy.
geological intelligences. Worlds stretched thin across the membranes where the dimensions intersect. Impossible to describe with our limited vocabulary.
What I've seen is also beyond words, Breen. Genocide. Indescribable evil. Good God.
Well, if it isn't Gordon Freeman at last. What's this? I'll put it over there. You have my gratitude, Doctor. First you lead me straight to the doorstep of my oldest friend.
Yes.
Then you deliver yourself? If I'd known you were going to come straight up to my office, I wouldn't have bothered hunting you in the first place.
Well, I needed you where I
Having both
have
of you in
now.
my keeping ensures I can dictate the terms of any bargain I care to make with the Combine.
Dr. Breen.
Huh.
Wallace.
Yes, Judith, what is it?
The bargain we should be making is for Eli's life so he can continue his research.
Thanks to you, we have everything we need in that regard. You're more than qualified to finish his research yourself. What neither you nor I can do is convince that rebel in the streets to give up their senseless struggle. Yet Eli refuses to speak the words that would save them all.
Save them? For what?
Eli,
Yeah.
if you won't do the right thing for the good of all people, maybe you'll do it for one of them.
Alex, honey,
Dad.
Yo, how's it going?
Gordon?
God damn you, Breen, you let her go.
That's all up to you, my old friend. Will you let your stubborn short-sightedness doom the entire species, or will you give your child the chance her mother never had?
How dare you even mention her?
Alex, my dear, you have your mother's eyes, but your father's stubborn nature.
You haven't seen a bit of it yet.
Really? Well, let's see how well it serves you on the far side of a combined portal.
Go ahead, Breen. If that's the worst you can do, send us both through your portal.
Oh, it's hardly the worst. But you might find that hard to believe once you get there.
It isn't necessary.
I agree. It's a total waste. Fortunately, the Resistance has shown it is willing to accept a new leader. And this one has proven to be a fine pawn for those who control him.
No!
Don't listen to him, Gordon.
How about it, Dr. Freeman? Did you realize your contract was open to the highest bidder?
Gordon would never make any kind of deal with you.
I understand if you don't wish to discuss this in front of your friends. I'll send them on their way, and then we can talk openly.
Don't struggle, honey.
Dad, I'm so sorry.
Alex, sweetheart.
Judith, what do you think you're doing?
We're doing what I could never do alone. We're stopping you.
Yes.
Guards, get in here! They know you betrayed them. They'll turn on you. Judith, Dr. Mossman, please!
I'm sorry, Wallace. You're all out of time. Don't...
Hurry! Dad, hang on.
You fool!
Watch out, he's gonna...
No!
Holy moly! I got sent right into the wall. Look, I didn't go out the window.
Dad!
Don't worry.
No, don't worry, I got this.
There's no time, Alex. He's on his way to the portal. You'll need this.
Dr. Mossman, Judith, look after my father.
Don't you worry.
Dad, I'm not saying goodbye.
Hey, look at this. You want to take this with us?
Never.
Now, how much would this be after the war, I
Come on,
tell you?
Gordon. Let's go.
The Civil War. And then the war. Again. You don't want me?
Gordon, we haven't known each other very long, but I know you didn't have to do this. I had to rescue my father, but you... Well, thanks for coming after me.
Yes.
Me, you should be
Hey,
concerned.
listen.
I can still deliver.
That's
food,
him.
But not without your help. The portal destination is untenable. Surely you can set the relay elsewhere. There's no way I can survive in that environment. A host body, you must be joking. I can't
There
possibly.
he is.
Oh, all right. Damn it, if that's what it takes. Justin, hurry. He's right behind me.
There's the guy that he gets turned into. Yo, I need this.
Damn it, not again! The gravity gun.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a clue, does he? I wonder where he's going. Oh my god. This is the Citadel's dark fusion reactor. It powers their tunneling entanglement device. We'll never have a chance like this again. We've got to stop Dr. Breen. I can't
Something's
shut
red
it down.
happening.
Looks like he's turned over control to the other side. You'll have to go into the core and do what you can.
Yes.
Get in the elevator and I'll let you in.
Okay. Make the job.
Charge up your seat.
And I'll jump. Make the thing go up. And then we'll make the jump
Do your
into
worst, Gordon.
whatever happens.
But be careful.
Yes. As always. You know, I've not broken a single bone apart from the hundreds of fractures I've gotten along this journey. I wonder what a Gordon Freeman movie would have been like, huh?
It's Dr. Breen. There he is.
Dr. Freeman, you really shouldn't be out there. At the moment of synapse, as I teleport, this chamber will be bathed in deadly particles that have yet to be named by human science. Perhaps when I have the leisure to do the work myself, I'll name one of them after you. That way you won't be completely forgotten. When the singularity collapses, I will be far away from here, in another universe, as a matter of fact. You, on the other hand, will be destroyed in every way it is possible to be destroyed, and even in some which are essentially impossible.
What the hell? Oh no, Combine soldiers. Where did they come from?
Look at that. Just gotta chuck one in there.
I don't know what you can possibly hope to achieve apart from your own annihilation.
Don't listen to him, Gordon.
You know, I wonder what if you did listen to him. Like, what would happen? What would happen?
Bluffing, Gordon. Don't listen to him.
An elevator, just for me. Wow.
Great. Oh no, Breen started his ascent. Hurry, Gordon, before he escapes.
Okay, I'm good to go.
Keep going.
This way. Holy moly.
I could have told you that was pointless, Dr. Freeman.
Go, Gordon.
Take this. Take that.
Are you
Leave.
still with us, Dr. Freeman? Not for much longer, I think. If only you had harnessed your boundless energy for a useful purpose.
Upwards.
Oh my god. The portal's opening. Yes!
Go back, Freeman. I have no idea what you're doing. I hope you say your farewells. Don't know what you will unleash. You could bring down this whole citadel. Think, man. Think of the people below. No! You need me.
You did it! Come on, Gordon. We've got to get out of here. Maybe we still have...
We would have had time if it wasn't for you talking. We had like, 5 seconds.
Dr. Freeman.
Where's all my
Is
stuff?
it really that time again?
I see your
It
low
seems
arm.
as if you only just arrived.
Last time I seen you, you were looking off in that direction.
You've done a great deal in a small time.
That's a reference to the first episode that we did.
You've done
of this,
so well,
3 years
in fact,
later
that
series.
I've received
Well,
some
3 years later.
interesting offers for your services.
About
Ordinarily,
11
I
days
wouldn't
now.
contemplate them,
For 3
but
years.
these are extraordinary times. Rather than offer you the illusion of free choice, I will take the liberty of choosing for you. If and when your time comes round again. I do apologize for what must seem to you an arbitrary imposition,
Yes.
Dr. Freeman. I trust it will all make sense to you in the course of... Well, I'm really not at liberty to say. In the meantime, this is where I get off.
close the door like that, I tell you. Half-Life 2. Episode 0. The start of the series. You know what? It's weird to think it's almost 3 years since we, originally played the series. Almost 3 years. Oh, makes me feel old, I tell you. Makes me feel old. But this was one of the series that we did at the very early, series that we did on the channel. Wouldn't be like, until like half a year or maybe a year later that we would do episode 1. And then episode 2. You know what, I quite enjoyed those episode 1 and episode 2, except that one bit with the Guardian Antlion. That one was quite tough. I was running for my life, I tell you. Running for my life in that one. Oh, look, there's Gabe Newell. It's weird to think this game came out in 2004. Soon to be 20 years next year. 20 years later. It would have been 21 if it released in 2003 when it was going to. And then that hacker, hacked them and then, all that commotion, I tell you. That caused the game to, basically get rebuilt. Mike Shapiro was G-Man. And Barney as well. Never knew that. I didn't know he did Barney and G-Man at the same time. I wonder if they brought him back for what do you call it? I wonder if they brought him back for Half-Life Alyx. Almost 20 years later. Like, hey, can you still do this voice? We'll check it. He's best known for voicing G-Man and Barney Cohen in Half-Life 2 series. He was also in Lover's Lane, Deadly Illusion, Georgia, and Day Zero. Half-Life. Alyx. Oh, it is him in the same. Oh, he is old. Lamar.
Blast that little. Where did she get to?
Oh, that was great. I never knew about that. But he does voice G-Man and Alyx, Half-Life Alyx. He was born in the December 29th of 1965. Whew, that's a long time ago now. Long time ago. That would be no, it wouldn't be 45 because it would be 35, 45, 55, so he must be 55 years old now. I'm pretty sure. No, he's 57 years old now. He was born in Springfield, Massachusetts. Oh, that name never gets old. It's used for every American town in movies, I tell you. Okay. But hopefully you have enjoyed our adventure once again in this game. I almost have all the achievements, total achievements earned. You wouldn't think that I have, most of the achievements. This is, free playthroughs to complete, this much. Free playthroughs. We need hack attack, kill 5 enemies with a man hack. I could have done that at the end, I tell you. Could have done that at the end. Lamanda locator. Find all Lamanda caches in Half-Life 2. 27 out of 45. Oh, the ones that are still locked are these, yeah. These are all still locked. Kill 3 enemies using the crane. Didn't know that was possible. Pretty sure I tried that once. Zombie chopper. Play through Ravenholm using only the gravity gun. That would be quite a hard one to do. What cat? Break the mini teleporter in Kleiner's lab. The what cat? Because it got destroyed. Vortikov. Discover the hidden singing Vertical Cave, and Chapter Water Hazard. Use Dog's ball to make a basket and Eli's scrapyard. Pin a soldier to a billboard in Chapter Highway 17. Kill 3 enemies using a crane. Cross the antlion beach in Chapter without touching the sand. Kill an enemy with a toilet. Slushed. There's a lot of achievements that we have not gotten yet. Who knows, I might come back when it's 4 years, or maybe 5 years since we played the game originally. But hopefully you have enjoyed this. Have a nice day, safe, have a simple, maybe some rushes. Need to keep the vitamins, very important. And bye, see you next time, have a nice day, bye bye.